Hello, welcome. Let's try to solve another Leetcode problem. 3462, maximum sum with at most k elements. So we are giving a matrix grid of size n times m, and for each of the rows there's going to be a limit. So for example, for the first row we can at most choose one number, and for the second row we can at most choose two numbers, and we are also giving an integer k. So the task is to find the maximum sum of at most k elements from the matrix grid. Yeah, so for the final answer, it's going to be at most 2 elements, but for each row, there's also a limit. So how to solve the problem? Yeah, we're going to return the maximum sum. So for example, if we were to choose k equal to 2, so for the first row, we will not choose any number because there's no bigger numbers. And for the second row, we're going to choose 2 numbers because 3 and 4 are bigger. So the final answer is going to be 7. So the obvious idea is that we're going to use a priority queue. So for each of the row, we're going to choose as many as we want. And finally, we just needed to choose k numbers. Yeah. So let's just solve it. So for a limit in zip, so in Python we can use zip for each of the row of grid and limit. Yeah. So now, as we're going to choose the maximum element, so for this array, we need to have a sort. Let's just give a reverse equal to true because we're going to choose the maximum number. So for I in range limit. Yeah, so for each row, how many numbers we can choose, it's going to be the limit. Yeah. Now we just need to put it inside of the heap. So we're going to use the heap push, and with a heap and with the number. As in Python, there's no maximum heap, there's only min heap, so we're gonna choose a negative number, so it's gonna be minus ai. So now we put all the numbers inside the heap. Finally, we just need to get all those numbers. So how many numbers we need to choose? There's only k numbers. Yeah. So the result gonna plus equal to, we're gonna just pop it out. So we're gonna pop it from the heap. As when we pop it out, it's going to be a negative number, so we're going to give a negative value. It means, it's going to be a positive number, so the result is going to be on 0. So finally, we just need to return the result. Yeah, I think basically that's all about it. Let me just run it to check if it works. As you can see, it works. Now let me just submit it to check if we can pass for all testing cases. As you can see, we pass for all testing cases, and it's pretty fast. Thanks for watching. See you next time.